Hello to you, I'm Jessie Johnson. This is Semi-Perpetual Magnetic Accelerator Car Engine, Permanent Magnets, Closed Loop. First, the definition of semi-perpetual. Hold on, please. Now, let's continue. Definitions. Number 1, perpetual, lasting an indefinitely long time, ceaselessly repeated, continuous, without end. 2, semi, half, H-A-L-F, halfway, partial, partially. Number 3, machine, a system formed and connected to alter, transmit, and or direct applied energy and or force to accomplish specific objectives, a system of or with related elements that operates together to perform processes and work. Number 4, semi-perpetual, not perpetual, but lasting a long time, not indefinite, lasting weeks, months, several years, decades, centuries, or several thousand, millions, or billions of years. Number 5, semi-perpetual machine. Number 1, a machine that runs on a fraction such as 1/1000, 1/100, 1/110th, or a small percent of its own produced energy and or force, giving out extra work for a long time in the context of a human lifetime, 125 years or so, or more, needing no external input. Number 2, a machine using permanent magnets only as force with no external input, giving extra work, lasting a very long time of weeks, months, years, decades, or even centuries. To continue. Now, also, so a clear understanding can be had by everyone listening and watching this presentation, go to YouTube and write these titles, especially Antostoof 1 and Gill Bond Fact. This will let you know of the actuality of linear and closed-loop magnetic accelerators. Come back to this video several times and write this list down for your research. Once again, go to YouTube and write these areas of research and physical proof. Number 1, magnetic accelerators. Into the YouTube search bar. Number 2, magnetic accelerator V, as in vary, V gates. 3, Antostoof 1. This is the people that makes making the video. We'll go with A, perpetual motion. Write this into YouTube search engine. Perpetual motion magnetic science experiment, 2013, 10 years ago. These are children making and testing a linear magnetic accelerator for their class, for their school class. B, magnetic railgun science project, 2010, 13 years ago. We'll go to number 4, Gill Bond Fact. This is the person making the video. We'll go with A, magnet gun, magnetic launcher, 2007, 16 years ago. B, magnetic ramp sticky spot, 2011, that's 12 years ago. C, magnetic ramp gun, 10 months ago. And D, magnetic loop ramp, 2009, 14 years ago. Now, number 5, magnetic games. These are the people making the video. We'll go with A. Write this into YouTube's search bar. A, magnetic accelerator, magnetic games, 2020. That's 3 years ago. Let's continue. Number 6, write Jessie Johnson, flat earth, F-L-A-T, flat earth. We'll go with A, magnetic accelerator, closed loop, type 1, permanent magnets, V gate, V as in voice, V gate, semi-perpetual, 2022, 1 year ago. Number 7, motion magnetics, A, how to make a V as in very, V gate magnetic track, 2012. That's 11 years ago. Write these down for your research and physical proof of what I'm saying on this video that can be done. Now, magnetic accelerator closed loop. This is a top view. This is a top view looking straight down on top of it. This is 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360 degrees. This is direction of how the ball magnets are going. They're moving around the track clockwise. The ball magnets are in yellow. These are the ball magnets in yellow. In yellow. These are the track magnets. The track magnets on the outer circumference are north. On the inner circumference is south. The top of the magnet is north. The top of the inner circumference magnet is south. This here is the track itself. This is the track itself. This right here. This is the track itself. I made an error here and put this up in here, but it should stop right here. Right at the first circumference itself. This is the track base platform. This holds up everything together. Now, these are the ball magnets. And this here is the V as in voice, V gate. This is the V gate. This, if without the V gate, the balls would come and they would stop right here. Just stop cold right here. But with the V gate allows, because the magnets are spaced further and further apart away from the ball, allows the ball to go past here, but past 270 degrees, and continuously go right back to the start, right here, to the start, and go straight in again, and come around and around. Once again, the north, the top of the magnet, north is the outer circumference, inner circumference is the south. That's on top of the magnet. This magnetic accelerator, there are more than several or more, better yet, several or more, making up a single engine. And this is how it works. This is B, back view. Now, this is the north on top of this. This is the ball magnet in yellow right here. Right here is the track itself. This V-shaped system right here, V, is the track itself that the ball magnet is on. Is going to roll down it. On the top of this, on the top of the track magnet, these are the track magnets right here, square. Track magnet, square right here. And on top is the south pole. On the inner circumference, inner circumference of the track, on the top of the track magnets is the north on top of the magnet. On the outer circumference of the magnets, right here is the track bedding. The track bedding holds up the track itself. And right here is the track base platform. The track base platform, which is the base itself, which holds up everything, puts everything together. Holds everything together. Now, C is a side view. A side view. I will show you a top view in a few seconds. This here is the force arms. The ball magnets force magnetic. The ball magnets going around the track pushes these things around like fans. It pushes them around. There's one of these whole things per each track. So therefore you're looking at 3 separate tracks, indicating 3 separate tracks, and this would be the 10th track way up here, and so forth. Right here's the axle that holds the force arms together as a single unit, the axle, and here's the force gear at the end of the axle itself, because when all of these are turning, these force arms are turning, it turns the axle, which turns the gear, of which the force is taken off of these gears to run the machine. Now here is D, which is a top view of the force arms. This is a top view. D is a top view, looking straight down on top of it. This is 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees, because the ball magnets, all in yellow, ball magnets in yellow, is going clockwise, is pushing the there's eight force arms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 force arms shown here, and these force arms is being pushed with force by the magnetic field interactions of the ball magnet and the track magnets, pushing these things just like as if it would look like a fan, pushing these like it looked like a fan, but with great force. And in the middle right here, in the center, better yet, not middle, but in the center is the force arm axle. The force arms axle, which is connected to all the force arms and locks it into a single unit, turns this force arm axle, and this force arm axle is transmitted to the force arm gear, and these are the ball magnets in yellow. And these are 2 or more ball magnets. This here's the track itself. Once again, these ball magnets pushes these force arms all around and around and around, and the axle is a single unit with the axle, and it turns the axle, and the axle on the end of the axle has a gear, and force is taken from that gear. This is a top view. Now, this E is a front view. A front view. Now, this is, you have 2 track platforms, right? 1 and 2 track platform. That means two full tracks, all the way up to the 15th track. The ball magnets are in yellow. The force arms are right here, straight across. This ball magnet is pushing the force arm around and around this way, and this ball magnet is pushing it this way. This ball magnet is pushing it that way. This ball magnet is pushing it this way around the track, and these are ball magnets in yellow. This is force arms, and this here is the track magnet, the track brace. The track brace holds all of the track platforms together. All of the track platforms together as a single unit, and this is the track magnet. This here's the track itself. This V shape is the track itself. This right here is the track magnets. These are the track magnets. And the outer circumference of track magnets is north on the top of it, south on the top of it, on the inner circumference part. And this track base platform here is the first track. This is the first track, second track, 13, 14, 15, all the way up. And this is the track bedding, which holds up the track itself. And this here's the force arms axle, which is attached as a single unit to all of the force arms, and it turns out a single unit. And this is the force gear on the end of the force arms axle, the force gear, of which force is taken off that axle. Taken off that gear, so that you can run the drive shaft of the car engine, the drive shaft. Now, this is F. F is a side view. This is a magnetic accelerator engine. This one here is made of 15 tracks. Tracks right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 tracks. And here's the force arm axle right here. This is the force gear right here. Right here is the track braces, holds everything together. And this here is the gear train box. The gear train box got a gear that goes to the force gear, and the gear train box has a shaft, another unit which goes to, this runs to the drive shaft. The drive shaft itself hooks all the car wheels together and turns the car wheels. So all of this force from this single magnetic accelerator engine is taken from this gear, all of that force, and ran through this gear train box, and it turns the drive shaft, which turns the car wheels. And the ball magnets, never stop going in circles. These ball magnets inside of this engine never stops. Not for 1 single second do it ever stop. It never stops going in circles, producing force. And I'll explain that, why that's so, in just a second. Now, this is G, a side view, magnetic accelerator engine. This is a magnetic accelerator engine. This is the force arms axle right here, and here's the force gear right here. Here's the gear train box. The gear train box, and the gear train box takes the force from the force gear and translates it all the way to the drive shaft of the car. Translate all of that force inside this magnetic accelerator engine. Magnetic accelerator made of permanent magnets. There is no need for gasoline or electricity. It's made of permanent magnets only. Puts all of this force to the drive shaft, which turns the drive shaft, which turns the car wheel. And this is H. H is also a side view. And here's how the thing works. The gear train box disattaches from the force gear. That means this gear right here disattaches, comes apart from the force gear right here. Therefore, whenever you're shifting and or putting on the brakes, the magnetic accelerator engine never stops. That's how this is done. The gear train box disattaches from the force gear. The force gear just keeps on going. And you attach it back to the force gears again when you're ready to go forward and drive. Now here's the side view of H. This is the front of the car. This is the back of the car, of course. This is the steering wheel right here. Steering wheel. Here's the brake. Now here's the magnetic accelerator engine right here. There's the second magnetic accelerator engine right up under the driver's seat. There is so you can put a magnetic accelerator under the back seat if you want. And here's the third magnetic accelerator engine right here in the back where the trunk would be. That's enough force to run the car, to turn the wheels. Now, I want to thank everyone for listening and watching. And have a fine day, and don't forget to do your research before you comment. If you already know about magnetic accelerators, then go ahead and comment, of course. But if you don't know about magnetic accelerators, just go to YouTube and write down these titles that I showed you in the beginning, and write them down on a piece of paper and so forth, and go do your research. Then you will know that a semi-perpetual car can be made from already known and experimental physical proof. I want to thank everyone for listening and watching again. Share this video, please, and have a very fine day.